was on the morning show was on the cruise, and they had him in here all but one day to like timing and make sure it didn't go over and stuff.
Right.
And he was all like, oh my, and he was all nervous about it. And I go, listen, JP doesn't care as long as you're not early. Like JP ain't trying to come in a minute early, but after that, who cares? And he's like, okay.
Right. Right. Drew used to get upset early on when we would run long.
Oh,
he would get upset. Like if we, yeah. Oh,
I will apologize profusely when it was Roger and JP, and he was
no,
like,
no, that's what I'm talking about. When it was Roger and JP, I'm talking about early on.
Oh, okay.
Early on.
He doesn't care now.
I don't know because we got a buffer between the two of us now.
Yeah. But before he was I was like, I'm so sorry. It's literally a minute and a half or 2 minutes. He'd be like, I don't care. Isn't that who cares? Like maybe it's post.
We got a talking to once from Brennan about it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that was a long time ago though. That was a long time ago.
You know what? He went through a crazy ordeal that just kind of puts things like that into perspective, I think.
Yeah, my guess is he's got, he's still alive, so us running 2 minutes over is not the end of the world.
I think he's not laying in a bed getting chemotherapy, so I think a couple minutes is fine.
What's going on, birthday boy? How you doing?
Doing all right. Woke up feeling young and fresh, just like every day.
So fresh and so clean.
Yeah. Excited to start the day.
Good for you. What do you got planned? What have you done so far?
Yeah, exactly.
Hold on. Ready? Wait.
No, is there production?
I don't know. Maybe.
Stand by.
A little. That's what you get when you hire an Italian for a board op.
There you go. That should be your afternoon.
Was that Mom?
As it was playing, I'm like, can we do that on air? That sounded so descriptive.
He was talking about.
You know what?
It was
that
like
was
a cupcake icing.
Yeah,
a birthday
sure.
cake. That's exactly what that was.
That was a video of a woman trying, like she was like giving a tutorial on
Nope.
on mouth hugs,
Oh.
and she was like sucking on a grapefruit.
Oh.
It'll get juicy though.
Yeah. So anyway,
Why do you have that queued up? Why do you have that ready?
Because the last few days I've been playing around because I knew there was all sorts of other stuff that we had access to.
I feel like those sounds, though, you treat them like this is the word of the day. You have to use it. You're like, I got a sound ready. I'm going to figure out how to work it in, but it's going to get played today.
Again, it's the last thing I saw before we went live. It's the truth. It's just me fooling around with the system, trying to see what we do have and what we don't have, and trying to find things. And that was just the last thing I saw before.
Not that I was eavesdropping, but I did have you in queue, and I understand out of all the things you could possibly have found, somehow, some way, Monica's going to die alone with her cats made the cut.
I found that too. I didn't know where we. Hold on, you want?
That's great. No, I don't. That's well, I do love my nieces and nephews, but
right. I can't find it.
oh well, you know what? It's gone forever. Oh
I
well.
got this though.
Excuse me.
No,
That's still there.
that's not a good one either.
You don't like that one?
No, I don't.
I'm sorry.
So
No, you're not.
this morning, I woke up with an idea in the sense of like, all right, well, I don't want to just make a post about me on social media, but I'm kind of vain.
Yeah,
I
you
want to
do.
make a
Yes,
post
you
about me
do.
on
I
social
know.
media. So I figured, how could I make this work in a good way? And I came up with a brilliant idea.
Well, what's the brilliant idea?
Spike's birthday shout-outs. He's going to get his birthday
God.
shout-outs.
Oh my God.
Where Spike's just somewhere. Like,
The best
I asked
idea
him,
anybody's had in radio?
yeah, right. I asked him like maybe 30 minutes before we went on air, and he's like, done. Give me a second. And I guess he was at a pool, and he was recording outside of a pool with his shirt off. I think it's hilarious. He's just outside laying by a pool giving his birthday shout-outs. And
He's not working?
He's working on this birthday shout-out. I don't know what he's doing.
I saw on
Does he
social
have a job?
media-
I think so, yeah.
No, I think he's retired.
Oh, is he really?
I think he's been retired for a minute. But
Oh, good for you, Spike.
well, he's he ain't a spring chicken. But I saw on social media a few days
Hey,
ago.
listen, those who live in glass houses, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not a spring chicken either. I'm an old rooster.
Both of us.
I saw on social media a few days ago that he's going to Lake City, where his family is, and so I think it's like a family reunion or something. So I think he's there.
He always has a family reunion.
I know, but they
Or
always look
cousins
fun.
retreat. Or...
They always look fun. So if I'm him, I'm going.
I mean, if I'm retired too, what am I? I'm chilling.
Yeah.
You know? Let's meet up. Let's hang out.
Did we ever find out how much he actually won when he hit the lottery?
Upwards into the hundred thousands.
Okay, but not. It was 6 figures, not 7.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I mean, this is just guesses. He never.
The first
told us.
the first half of 6 figures.
I don't know.
Just ask him.
I mean, he doesn't want to say. I don't know if he told you. He didn't tell
No,
us.
he didn't tell. He didn't tell us. Right, I would have had the answer.
Yeah, but we also didn't like pry. We're just like,
How do you not pry?
'Cause
I
it's none of
pried
our
like
business.
crazy.
It's none of our
I
business.
tried so hard to get that out of him.
Why?
He would not. 'Cause I wanted to know.
Why?
Because I've told you the way I grow up. Everything's about money.
It is. You just and
I
nobody
know.
ever told you that it's it's impolite to ask people about money and
It's
how much.
impolite to ask how much they earn. It's not impolite to ask how much they hit a scratch off for.
Yes, it
That
is.
is not impolite.
They would tell you if they wanted. They would be like, "Oh my god, my scratch off! I got $1,000." They would say it, and if they say, "Oh, I won the scratch off and nothing more," then don't ask.
How do you not ask?
Because
I have
it's
to ask.
not the right
if they
thing.
choose not to answer. Now we would if they chose not to answer. In real life, if I knew somebody the amount that I know Spike and they didn't want to answer, I would leave it alone. But it was on the radio, so I had no choice.
To
Push,
pry?
push.
Yeah.
Of course. Now, if it was one of my friends, then they decided to not tell me. I don't think we'd be friends anymore.
for real.
They
You gotta
don't,
know.
they don't owe you an explanation, and it's especially people like if. Let me put it to you this way, JP.
But I'm not asking. I'm not going to ask them. I'm not
The
going to ask them
ironic
for
part
anything.
is that but the ironic part is that you, of all people in the world, would be so annoyed if you won the lottery. You wouldn't want to tell anybody, first of all, and if someone found out, you would not want to give any details. You would be so like, don't bother me with these. Look at these jackasses asking me these questions.
It depends on who, it depends on who, and it depends on how much.
Yeah.
It depends on again. If I won 50 million, I'd be like 50 million, bitch. What?
You
Yeah.
would say it. So the higher the amount,
Oh, yeah.
Right. But if it was like, you see, there's a thing where with the lottery, where there's enough money, people can ask. How do I put this? It would get annoying. Don't get me wrong.
I know.
It would get annoying. But I think on the radio, we're just having a good time with it. But if all of a sudden I started getting, I got an email yesterday, completely different, from a friend of mine. Did I say this to you? I haven't seen this dude I think I've seen him twice since high school. Twice.
oh, I think
We were cool. We hung out once in a blue moon. He was not in my immediate group, but he was on the out. We all kind of hung out together, right? It was cool. Saw him twice. He sends me an email yesterday asking me to get his daughter an internship. I was like,
well, and I understand
I
what you're
haven't
saying.
seen you in how long?
I
And
know,
the
but
first thing
JP,
you're going to reach out to me is for a favor? That was weird.
You would use who you knew.
No, I wouldn't. No.
You would
You don't know.
use who you
No,
know.
you're wrong. You're wrong. If it was somebody that I knew, and it was a friend of mine, absolutely. But somebody I haven't seen in 20 years, 30 years, 35 years? No way. No way.
I think it's different also because of the position you're in. If you didn't speak with someone for 35 years and they work at some nameless, faceless corporation where they sit in a cubicle for 8 hours a day, and you would never ask them for an internship there because that's this is a unique position you're in and a difficult
I
probably
guess.
thing to get so that he probably hears your name every single day. He might have talked to you in 30 years, but he listens to you and hears you way
Yeah.
more than you listen to him, and maybe he felt a little more comfortable.
I just found it strange. The first time you reach out to me, it's for a favor. I just thought it was a little
What
bit.
did you say back? Screw you?
I said
Oh, no.
we do not our summer interns, but I did the research and I did ask, but the summer internship is already full.
Oh, that was nice of you to ask.
Yeah, I'm not gonna not ask, but
Whenever we talk about winning stuff, we always talk about go on a vacation here and do that. There was this TV show I watched, and basically there was this girl that had a job, a nice little easy job, but she sold art on the side. And one day she gets approached to be in a children's book and have a children's book written based off her art. They bring her up to this big office and she signs a contract and they're like, all right, we're going to have you meet these kids and do your first book in 2 days. And you're going to read in front of these kids. It's going to be a whole thing. It's going to jump your career off, right? She gets in front of the kids and they just make fun of her relentlessly. And you found out she quit her job and left her boyfriend because she was going to move across the country for this opportunity. And come to find out, it was the main character in the show. He just made all this happen to her because he came into a lot of money and he wanted to get her back for something. And I thought, that's the best thing ever. If you get tons of money, just kind of get revenge on someone in the sweetest way possible. You know what I mean? Where it's kind of like, this is something you could only do if you had a lot of money.
Wait, I don't understand what happened.
So, like, the guy basically set up this whole thing, orchestrated the whole thing where it's like he paid actors to go pretend, oh, I'm going to buy your art. And then he put them up in rented an office for a week and put them up there. And she thought she was signing this big contract and this and that.
Oh, so it was all fake?
All of it was orchestrated.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And it was hilarious, though, because it's like you have that type of money to get someone back, like maybe someone like an ex. Like Monica could get her ex back in the glorious way possible, and he would never know.
Never know, yeah, that's the thing.
Because it was just like he had it all recorded so he could watch later,
right?
It unfold, but he's like, she had no clue I was involved, and it was the greatest thing ever. I was like, that would be awesome.
Monica, I wonder if we did something where, because you said that he used your ring to get engaged, right?
No.
Oh, he used her, right? He used her ring from a previous
marriage.
Got it.
Yes.
I was going to say, how great would it be if it was your ring that he used, and then we sent somebody over there and offered him a ton of money because he's a big fan of Monica on the radio, and we know you have it. Whatever you paid for it, we'll give you double for the ring. All that kind of.
Listen, I will say that.
Watch how fast he pulled that thing off her finger.
Absolutely. I was going to say, you said the magic words, paid double. That's all he needs to hear. He don't give a crap. And apparently, she's okay with it too, so whatever. Ridiculous.
That would be great.
This is right up your alley with revenge stuff.
Yeah.
You love a good revenge.
I do love a good revenge story, especially when there's comedy to the end of it. But about the money, I was watching yesterday a little bit of the. It's driving me crazy. I think I've talked about it here before. I love that show, $1 Million Dream, Lottery Dream Home, or My Lottery Dream Home, whatever the hell it's called.
It's on HGTV. I do not.
Yeah,
I don't.
I watch that show like crazy. But what drives me crazy is, and it's like the show is called My Lottery Dream Home. And it's most of the time, it's somebody won $1 million off a scratch off. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, what's your budget? How much money do we get to spend? And they're like, oh, we've thought about this, $180,000. Oh. Sorry, that's not a lottery dream home.
Well, that's not for you.
It's not a lottery dream home.
Some people.
It's not living up to the expectations of the title. It's not.
For some people, it is, JP.
It's not. It's not. When you have a show called My Lottery Dream Home,
okay.
You expect MTV Cribs.
$180,000. If you won $180,000 on the lottery, that is not just a little bit of money. You'd be like, "Holy crap! It's not $10. It's not $1,000." So
no, that's not
$180,000 in the lottery, and they get to spend it on a house.
No, I'm saying they won the million. By the time they have the million, and when the taxes get taken out, how much is their budget for a house? They'll say $180,000, and then they're looking at like these little places. I'm like, that's not. You're not living up to the title. You're not delivering on the expectation.
For me, it would. For me, it absolutely would. I think people's expectations, as you're saying, are just different. And yours, what is the minimum?
I'm telling you, when you tell me the show is called My Lottery Dream Home, I want MTV Cribs. I want Tommy Lee's house with stripper poles, and there's a studio in the back, maybe a bowling alley, whatever Diddy had going on, some of that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Needs any of them? Hold on, but then you know me, and as much as you know me, and I'm not saying I would request a shack or whatever, but I don't want a bowling alley. Like, not everybody wants all of that.
I know that, Monica, but the show is called Dream Home.
Yeah. My dream home does not have a bowling alley in it. My dream home has nothing to do with that.
But your dream home is more than 900 square feet.
It's like
I don't know that.
If you're watching Extreme Couponers, and at the end of the episode, they're like, oh, I got a bottle of ketchup. You're like, that's not extreme. What else? You got to have hundreds of things.
That's well done, son. That was well done, Diz, right there.
Hold on.
That was great.
I'm going to say
Perfectly
this.
said.
Thank you.
What if the person has never had a fancy, like their whole lives they've been poor, and so they always had to have the generic ketchup, and this is an expensive ketchup that they paid full price and didn't use any coupons, and they're so happy that they have this. Like, everybody's perspective is different.
Fire the producer. That's a terrible episode. We followed this guy for I could get him two cans. That's better than that.
But I'm saying, that's someone else's. That's someone else's life.
Yeah.
They're so happy. To me, that touches my heart. Like, it's something small, and they're that happy about it.
Speaking of,
those are greedy bastards.
Yeah. Speaking of firing people, as I don't usually call for people's jobs, But something happened in this here building that I would like to share, and I think it should be a fireable offense. I will share that with you next when we come back. It's JP, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. I'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic.
Here's what the car insurance companies may think they know after a car crash. They know you probably don't know what your claim is worth, or how to calculate pain and suffering, lost wages and future earnings, current and future medical expenses, or diminished value to your car. But guess what? We do. And if we don't win your case, you owe us nothing. For a fairer fight, you know who to call. Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Cat named Mo saying it's time to spring into strength at Crunch Fitness. See what I did there? And now is the perfect time with $0 enrollment and membership starting at $9.99. Go to crunch.com where you can find out about the HIT classes, high-intensity interval training for heart-pumping team-based workouts. They also have certified personal trainers. Mine is Jacob out at Carewood. Create the perfect program to help you reach your goal. With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Offer ends 4/30.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Suppressor Fest is back at Shark Coast Tactical. If you missed the last Suppressor Fest, this is your chance to gear up on all things suppressors. Will is having deals on all suppressor brands in the shop. You heard that right. All cans on sale. If you don't have a suppressor yet, what are you waiting for? There'll be killer deals on everything in the shop, free swag, and amazing giveaways. So get to Shark Coast Tactical this Saturday, May 3rd for Suppressor Fest 9. Shark Coast Tactical is often imitated, never duplicated. They're located on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Find them on social media and make sure you tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs, live in concert.
Angel of mercy, make me, save me, take me all the way.
August 13th, Ruth Eckerd Hall.
This is the good.
One incredible night with Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs, live.
Dare to dream.
On sale now at rutheckerdhall.com.
Come true.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I'm sure everyone says this, but my mom really deserves the world. This year, I finally found a Mother's Day gift that comes close. She loves Hellsberg, so I'm getting her these timeless gold earrings she can enjoy for years to come. They feel special enough to show how much I truly appreciate everything she does for me. And I mean everything. I even sent my dad a link to the Diamond Eternity band he'll be getting her, too.
Save up to 50% on Mother's Day gifts Mom will cherish forever. Visit Hellsberg.com or a store near you.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not
get real cash back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRAVEL to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRAVEL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRAVEL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. So, someone that works now, our building is pretty private. Not too many people who don't work here come to the building, because now with concert tickets, everything is done through Ticketmaster and digital tickets, and people don't even really need to pick up prizes. Would you guys say it's kind of the same for you guys for the most part? All right, so it's basically anybody using the facilities on your floor, it's staff.
Even when someone comes here, they can't get into the bathrooms. They have to have a card. So
right, or
literally.
somebody can walk them in, and somebody can walk them to the bathroom if they needed to use the bathroom. But there's not that many people, maybe a handful of clients, but most of the time it's just in the building. At least here, it's just staff. Now, in the men's room, so now we'll cut out half the staff. In the stall, in the past, I have said that our bathroom, our men's room, because we do not have a lot of staff, there is, in the men's room, there is a urinal, and then to the right, there is a stall. One stall. I went in the stall this morning and found that somebody put a giant booger on the wall. Yeah. Now, if you're a sick individual and you want to see said booger, it's in my stories on Instagram.
It's thick, boy.
Don't
that
do
thing
it.
got veins
I'm
on
just
it.
telling people now, don't do it.
You saw it? You saw it, Diz?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, dude, it's bananas. I want someone held responsible for that.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is disgusting. That, to me, is worse than somebody leaves a bomb in the bowl.
Yeah.
Because maybe for whatever reason, brain fart, for lack of a better phrase, and they forgot about it, and they walked out of the stall.
Yeah.
I saw a comedian one time who said something that I remember to this day, which is you could rob a bank with a booger. Like you could walk in and have
Pretty
a booger
much.
under your finger, and who's not going to do whatever you say if he threatened to put it on you?
Right. So the thing about the location of said booger here is that it is impossible to be in a seated position on that throne and put it where it ended up. So this is somebody who is standing in the bathroom, and which, by the way, damn near directly under it is the toilet paper dispenser, where you could have easily, if you used your finger, taken it, put it in toilet paper, and flushed it. But this animal decided to take it and wipe it on the wall.
For everyone
And like
to
I
see.
said,
For everyone to see.
Someone needs to be held responsible. Why would we want anybody working with us that would do that?
Is there any chance, and I'm not saying it's funny or right at all, but is there any chance it was like a prank to be, hey,
prank?
People, do you think someone did it and thought it would be funny and not disgusting?
They're like, get it, booger.
Yeah, I mean, then I don't know. Monica, I don't know, but all I know
I don't know
is,
people who work up there. If there's someone that would be like that, an idiot enough to think that would be funny instead of stupid.
Right. I have no idea who did it, but I would love to find out. Like, to the point where, and I know they would never let me, I want DNA testing done. I'll flip the bill for it, because there's only a handful, there's only so many people that work here. I want answers. And anybody who decides they don't want to take the test, bye.
Yeah.
Hit the bricks. Because you're a disgusting human being.
Tell your story on the way out.
What if
Tell
there's
your story walking. Kick rocks, bitch.
There it is. What if go scratch your ass?
Go scratch your ass.
S in your hat.
Go S in your hat. Right. All that stuff. It all works.
That would never happen here, but I thought in New York, it's just New York, baby. You know what I mean?
No,
You guys are dirty.
no, it's not about that. It's just absolutely disgusting behavior, and nobody. So
It's like what you would expect if you go to a 7-Eleven bathroom. You're like, okay, it's gross, but I expect that here.
right,
Not a place of work.
I'm in a gas station bathroom.
Yeah.
This I can expect. This is a place of business.
Yeah.
It's a place of business. It's not a high volume, high activity area where people from outside. And you know what else gets me nuts? Is that literally, if you were sneezing, right? If you walk past the bathroom 3 steps, you're outside.
Yeah, it's disgusting. At this point, you should just write, like, for a good time, call, you know what I mean? Add a glory hole, because it's disgusting.
Like, I want
a
to
trucker stop now.
Right. I want to put a sign up and, like, who's responsible. I don't know.
You're never going to get to the bottom of it.
It's driving me insane.
But you can't let it, because you will literally never, unless someone confided in someone and then that person tells you, nobody's going to come out and say, yeah, that was the burger guy. That was me.
I'm looking at everybody sideways.
But if they're looking at you, they don't know it's not you.
Well, I'll take that test now. Give me the swab. Now. Test the booger and test my spit, and I guarantee you, innocent.
Will the DNA thing work with a booger?
Of course.
Is your DNA in boogers?
Of course. Your DNA is in your saliva. Why wouldn't it be in your mucus?
I don't know. I'm not saying it's not. I just didn't know. I never thought
You
of it.
need to watch more NCIS and stuff like that. CIS and
Oh, that's right.
CSI.
You're kind of a lawyer. That is true. I forgot.
I am kind of a lawyer.
Yeah.
Robert, line 1. What's up, Robert?
Hey, love the show, guys. I got 2 things real quick, if you don't mind. Have you guys ever looked up Spike? If you win a lottery, obviously they take a picture of it and everything, the ticket, and you have to put your first last name or even an LLC. So I don't know if you guys have looked that up. I don't know his real name, so I couldn't tell you. And
How do you not know his real name? We've said it enough.
I don't know his real name.
Spike, I just know Spike on the mic. That's all I know. And then the second thing about the booger thing, have you ever, like a bull, and then you don't know where it's like something like Mary, something about Mary, that situation. You don't know where it went. That could have been the situation that happened.
Like
it's
someone's
on there.
Oh, but the projectile of it though.
So it had.
If you look at the video,
it had a line. It had a line on it. I got you.
If you look at the video, and it's on my story on Instagram. If you look, it's on, like somebody smeared it on there.
Yeah.
And then, JP, did your sister make lasagna for Thanksgiving or Christmas? I was dying to know.
That's old school.
I know, but
she didn't stay long enough. She took off.
She didn't stay. Okay. I love you guys. Stay safe.
Thanks, man.
He needed closure on that.
Isn't it amazing what people hold on to?
Right?
They remember.
That's amazing. That's honestly impressive. But so so he's right. What if I sneezed into some toilet paper and I didn't know that it came out the other side somehow, some way, and if I was sneezing and blowing my nose or whatever, it would be forceful, that would stick to the wall. And then I would go about my business. So I'm not saying that's what happened. Someone might be a sicko, but now there's if I'm on the jury, there's a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah. Can you just one time, you saw the picture, you saw the video, you know it's pressed on there. Can you stop trying to find and give somebody the benefit of the doubt here?
And then where are they sneezing from? Because the angle, you couldn't do it from the toilet. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're not doing it from the toilet.
Maybe they're turned around.
They'd have to do it as soon as they walked in and then face the wall on the right.
No, but okay. So, and I'm again, I don't know, and you could be 100% right. But have you ever? And I've done this even at work, where I went to the bathroom, I turn around and flush or whatever, and then I grab some toilet paper and I'm facing the other way. I am, and I blow my nose. I've done that. Who hasn't done that? Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, and all those times you've blown your nose, did you miss? Did you miss the tissue?
No.
Okay.
But what if I don't? Maybe I don't think I did, and I blew a crap ton of snot in there, and then a little bit came out.
Monica, do me a favor. Go back and look at the video one more time, and tell me if that looks like something that landed there, or if it was something that was pressed there.
Okay, and maybe I didn't make this completely clear, but landing there, I mean pressed there, because if you're blowing your nose, there's pressure, there's force behind it, where it would be forced onto there. It wouldn't just be pressed, laid there. It'd be pressed there.
I want this person killed.
Hearing Monica argue is so funny.
It's a bit dramatic.
It would be like if she was on a like in a court, and she did all this, and she had a great case, and you're like, that's great. You'd go, next question. Do you name your toaster?
Yes.
Credibility's gone.
Yeah.
Credibility's gone. They're not listening to anything after that.
But I mean, it doesn't matter if I name my toaster if what I'm saying is true. And like I said, for the record, I never once contradicted anything until that caller said that about that. It didn't dawn on me. And now, if we were in a court of law, there is reasonable doubt. We have to not guilty. We have to
let OJ off. Let OJ off.
Have
let
to.
OJ off.
There's a reasonable doubt.
No, there was a story about a couple that both. Anyway, I am on a mission to find out. Like, I sent the video to my boss, and she's like, "I'm going to vomit." I'm like, "Someone needs to get fired, and you need to do this." I sent it to Karen, the cool chick. We've had Karen in before. She's like the office enforcer. She's like, if
she's a goon. If you guys were the
JoJo met, if you took JoJo and I feel Aurelia.
Oh, don't mess with Aurelia.
Like, if you took those two,
that's a good,
and then made them angry,
not doing it. Not
like
doing
angrier.
it. Not doing
That's Karen, right?
No.
So Karen, she saw that. She's like, she's like, I hate everybody that works here.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
well, you only have to hate the dudes, because I doubt it was a woman who decided to go into the men's bathroom stall and rub a booger on the wall.
Is it hard for her to get upset at things?
Who?
Karen. Because
No.
people like, you're
No,
being
it's not that
Karen.
hard. No, it's not
because
that
the
hard.
name didn't ruin it for her. Like getting mad at
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what? She's been cool chick for so many years. I don't even include her in the Karens.
Okay. Because I feel like something like that gets ruined.
Yeah, no. There was an article.
Like if your name was Adolf, someone ruined it for you. You know what I mean?
Your parents did. Don't name your son Rudolph anytime after 1940s.
Where is this? There was an article about, and I didn't know this was possible, where a husband and wife, speaking of juries, were on the same jury. They got called in. They both had to go to jury duty. And somehow it said there are about 136,000 people living in Humboldt County, which I believe is in California, according to the 2020 census. And about 106,000 of those are adults. Long story short, these two people, husband and wife, went to jury duty, and they ended up being on the same jury.
I mean, that's not illegal, right?
They both got picked.
Yeah.
Well, I always think, like, you're not supposed to talk to, and Brett just got off of jury duty, and I remember him specifically saying, like, he couldn't talk to anybody about the case.
That's true.
Including other jurors.
That's
so
true.
now you mean to tell me that this husband and wife, they left jury duty and didn't talk about it at all until they got back to the courthouse the next day?
I
No
think
way.
Oh,
It's
they were
impossible.
pillow talking the whole time.
But even if they did, a husband can't and wife can't testify against each other, so they can't be in court. If they get, like, who's going to prove it? Like, you can't.
Right.
You can't prove it, yeah.
You can't, Brett, but my point would be, why would they even
allow it?
Why would they allow it?
Yeah. It makes no
They
sense.
saw something. It wasn't. They didn't slide into as a secret and lie about it. So both lawyers who were in charge of,
Yeah. No, I know. I just thought, Monica, you're right. I just thought it was the strangest thing. The lawyers both had to say, okay, we pick them. I've never been on a jury.
That's weird. Well, I wouldn't.
Right. So, and you have. So you said that. You said they both lawyers.
Oh, they both asked questions.
Have to agree, ask questions. They both have to agree. I just couldn't believe that they were.
I don't know if they have to agree or not. I don't know what the rules are there, but I know that they both are looking for a specific. Like, they're both looking for who they want their client to be represented by. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
so.
I think they have to agree on who the jurors are.
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I don't know if they each get. I have no idea if they each get 3 or what. I have no idea if it's different in civil or federal. I have no idea about any of that. All I know is
it was a drunk driving trial.
Oh, that was the last one I was on.
Both David and Tori wanted to make it on the jury. But for Tori, it was especially exciting because she had always wanted to serve on a jury.
Oh, my God.
She had been impressed on the importance of community. She had been impressed on the importance. Oh, my God, it's Monica.
I was thinking it was like
Oh, my
retelling
God.
of Monica.
It's her.
I'm not the only one.
They changed her name for legal reasons.
She had been impressed on the importance of community service since a young age by her grandmother, and it left a mark on her.
It is an honor to be an American,
day-
and that is part of your American. That's part of the civic duty that you have.
That day she was walking her cat and thought, I can't wait to serve.
Now let me go make some. Let me go make some toast in Henry. It was
Some
all-
canned ravioli.
I ain't the only one, bitches.
Oh, God. Yeah. Somebody just said, if the booger doesn't stick, you must have quit. I don't want to quit anybody.
No, yeah.
But you have. It is
What?
disgusting and it's gross. You're right.
If
I
you
am
let the
100%
booger fly, you got to fire that guy.
Right.
Rhymes.
Yeah.
There you go. That was pretty good.
Thank you. But seriously, like, fire.
Monica, you don't think this? You don't think somebody should?
I don't think
All
they
right.
should lose a job.
Yeah, they should.
You should shush, Tiz.
Why?
Because you've gotten away with murder.
Not boogers, though.
You've gotten away with murder.
That's the
If
line.
I put boogers on
You
plexiglass,
put your
I would have
pecker
been like,
in a
I
Gatorade
would have
bottle.
quit. I would have been like,
You put your
No.
pecker in a Gatorade
here's the
bottle.
difference. I put it in my Gatorade.
Is that the truth?
That's the difference there.
Is that the truth, though?
It's my stuff. I put my
Is that
pecker
the
in my
truth?
boxers. Someone else is wearing my boxers. The question is, why are they wearing my boxers? Not why am I doing stuff with my boxers? You know what I mean?
Is that the truth, though?
Yeah.
Is that what you did?
100%. I smell it on Mo's breath to this day. Allegedly. Allegedly, though.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think if it's somebody who's, I don't know. Either way, I think if you completely have total nothing but disregard for the people you work with, I think it's disgusting.
I'm going to need you, though, to let it go. Words that I know are tough for you to understand because you will never know. You're not going to get closure on this. You can't let it drive you crazy.
I'm telling you, I'm not behind paying for the testing and making everybody do it.
I mean, that's
And
not
having a
really
boss
legal.
make everybody do
You
it.
can't make people take a...
I'll follow them around. I'll take soda cans off of people's desks. I will do it.
And this is what I mean by let it go. It's all consuming right now. No.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. The Bone bonus is back. The Bone is giving you $1,000 5 times a day, every weekday. Listen to The Bone for your chance to win $1,000 at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., noon, 2, and 5 p.m. every weekday. Want to make an omelet, but eggs are still way too expensive? The Bone has your back. It's the Bone Bonus, hooking you up with cash every single weekday. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. The Bone Bonus is back. 102.5 The Bone, real, raw radio.
Hi, I'm Patrick Thomas.
And I'm Heather Thomas from Bolt Electric, where we believe that the right way is the only way to do home electrical.
We believe the National Electrical Code is really the minimum standard, not the maximum standard.
We believe you deserve better electrical parts and better service.
We believe in ongoing training for our electricians.
Because there's no end to learning and improving.
Because at Bolt, we believe your safety is our core priority. Electrical problem? Call Bolt.
Online at boltelectric.com.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now, I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America. fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Clean the spring pollen and allergens out of your home the easy way with Zero-Res Air Duct experts. Mention me, Mike Calta, and get $50 off your next air duct cleaning. Just use promo code AIR50 when scheduling online at ZeroResTampaBay.com.
At International Diamond Center, we're all about family, and no one plays a more important role in the life of any family than Mom. She's the rock, the hero, the one that holds it all together. So we invite you to help us celebrate the mothers in our lives with the perfect Mother's Day gift and a little something extra. We've put together a special collection of jewelry just for Mom. We've set aside these carefully selected items so there's no guesswork. You can stop in, shop with ease, and get Mom a timeless gift she's sure to love. And to make it really special, with any purchase of $249 or more, we'll give you a $50 spa gift card so she can use it to treat herself to a day of pampering and relaxation. So come join us at IDC. Help us say a big thank you to the mothers in our lives with a gorgeous bracelet, maybe a pair of diamond earrings, a colored gemstone ring, or a piece from our Perfect Love collection. Buy the jewelry and we'll throw in the $50 spa treat at no charge. Happy Mother's Day from International Diamond Center, Tampa, Clearwater, Lakeland, and Sarasota. Online, shopidc.com.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS. CamtechSchool.com.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. This time tomorrow, we'll be playing high-low, red-black for your shot to win tickets to Game 5. Maybe you can breathe some life back into the Bolts and be at Amalie Arena tomorrow night. So that'll be tomorrow, right around this time. As soon as we get out of commercials, we'll play high-low, red and black again. Monica and Dizzy are thrilled.
Can I be that guy?
What guy?
Your game's a jinx. Your game's a jinx.
Why?
We lost every game we played.
Mm-hmm.
Not last year.
But this
Yeah,
year,
we're fresh
it's
new
a jinx
season.
now.
You can't,
Hold on.
not come over.
Wait a second.
Got your jinx juices all over my team, dog.
Wait a second. We played once. The first giveaway we did was through Dead Guy in the Envelope. And then you're right, both winners, both games were losers, but that's not because of Dead Guy in the Envelope or high, low, red, black.
Got your jinx juices on everything.
No,
and
I
you're
know.
in denial.
I'm not in denial.
Yeah, you
Regardless, it's a happening. And if I'm the reason they lose and people want to shoot the arrows at me,
That damn New Yorker.
so be it. I am actually rooting for them. Because
We
I
don't
wanna-
want you. No, I don't know that that's a good idea.
Because if they get to the cup, I definitely want to do that, the scavenger hunt idea.
Yeah.
That I want to happen. So we are rooting for them. Emma, I forgot to ask you yesterday. Did you end up signing your lease? Did you get everything done with the Monica?
Oh,
Did they
me?
give you-
No, no. I'm still in negotiations. If you will, I actually spoke to them this morning. I'm not letting up. I'm putting
Good for you.
the pressure on. Listen, I'm not. I'm looking at it. I'm not making stuff up. You're charging this much for a newcomer, and I've been there 5 years, never paid late once. I get a special.
Oh, so you're that's right. I forgot what the deal was. That you want the same rate as a newcomer.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw online they're advertising for my same exact apartment on the second floor, just like mine is, and it's $200 cheaper. Excuse me. Excuse me.
$2,400.
And they did in their defense, they did the renewal offer they sent me was $15 cheaper than what I'm paying now. I'm like, no.
Yeah, that sucks.
They are painting though. They're painting, which is gonna be
are
nice.
they?
I hated the doo-doo brown that it was. I hated it so much. That was the one thing I liked least about where I lived was how it looked, the paint job.
That it was doo-doo brown?
Doo-doo brown, so bad. And so I had to bring all my stuff in from the patio and from the porch. So literally all my stuff's in my dining room area and the living room, and it's just.
I would have loved if you found out about this new rate for the apartment because you like went in as a stranger. Like
I know.
You wear like a shock G nose and glasses. Excuse me.
My name is
you have a rent
Monique.
available. Yeah, Monifa.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's stupid because I would have to do that to get that rate when I'm already there. It makes no sense.
But that's the same thing with the cable companies. That's the same thing with the cell phone companies. They all do it. I don't understand why they do it. And the cable companies, at least here, they are the worst because what they'll do, and they've done it to me. Both companies, we have Verizon, Fios, and we have Optimum, and both of them, at times, you just want them to match what the other. I don't want to go because it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
just do me a favor and match.
Perfect.
Right?
Literally word for word, almost what I said to them. Yeah,
exactly. Just match and we're cool. No, we can't do that. Okay, bye. And then after I leave, after I give them the equipment back,
come back.
Then they say, "Hey, what will it take to get you back?"
I just told you, Mo.
And now I'm like, "Go suck a bag of D's." I don't know what to tell you. You had me.
Go S in a hat.
Right.
It ain't happening.
It was so easy. You know what it is? It's departments don't talk to each other because they have a department of customer retention. So if the person that I'm talking to can't do the deal, what they should do is let me refer you to customer retention and then go over there.
That was kind of the issue here because I was talking to the office lady, the manager, and I said, is it you who makes these decisions? Is it you as a corporate whatever? And she said corporate was. And I said, do you have a number for kind of the same thing I didn't say customer retention, but someone who would be in charge of renewal leases, whatever, who can make this decision that I can speak with them. And she's like, oh, you'd have to tell me and then I could go to them. So she made me tell her, and I don't know what she's telling them. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm kind of on her who knows, represent me, lady.
Are they painting inside your apartment? Like, are you?
No.
Are people in your apartment when you're not there?
No, that was my question too. No, they're pressure washing and then painting, and they're doing them building by building. There's 25 buildings, so I'm building 7, and so they're just getting to mine, and we have to park away and blah blah blah. And I asked it. I'm like, how are they getting to the balcony? Because do they have to go through the apartment to get to the balcony? Because the front porch they can just do from outside. And she was like, no, they have to take the screens off. It's a screened-in balcony, so you have to take the screens off. Like one by one, and then go through the outside. I'm like, whatever they got to do, just don't come inside.
Guess.
Don't come inside. I don't like it when they're in there without me.
I can't blame you, but your cats. Your cats probably lose their marbles.
They're losing their mind, and all their stuff is inside. And move their kitty litter inside, like when I'm here, and just all of it.
When are you up? When is your lease up?
July 9th is the thing. But the law in Florida is they have to tell me about an increase within 60 days, and I have to agree to whatever within 60 days. So that's coming up in May. So yeah, so we gotta. That's why I'm trying to get on them. Like, don't stall me until it's too late.
Right. Well, good luck with all that. Did you ever find out what happened with the weirdo across the place that was like maybe staring into your apartment?
His blinds are still down. Although last night.
Oh no, you were staring into his apartment, right?
Last night. For the first time since we talked about it, his one blinds were up, and I don't know because he has all these plants outside, so I don't know if it's because he has to move stuff off his balcony too or whatever. But his blinds were up, and he was watching playoff basketball like I was. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you.
Same game for each other.
I'm telling you. Every time we watch the same stuff, it's crazy. I don't know.
That's your boy right there.
But if two approaches to that, I go knock on the door with like snacks and some beer and say, hey, we're watching the same thing, whatever. Or I go knock on the door with like literally just a robe and nothing else on and being like, hey, stop watching what I'm watching and let's bang.
Why not go there with a robe and nothing else on and a bowl of popcorn? You know what I'm saying? Now you're killing two birds with one stone.
But
he gets both. What do I get?
You got to carry something he eats, so it has to be like an empty can of ravioli. Because that's what you like. But you got to hold it outside your window like that movie. With the boombox.
Say anything?
Yeah.
With the boombox on her.
Yeah.
I have a can of ravioli, and he comes running across the yard. Yes, okay.
God, do you remember how big that movie scene was?
I never saw that movie, but
You
I
never saw Say Anything?
No, but I know that scene. That's how big it was. You know what I mean? He was in a trench coat. He was holding a boombox, right?
It became an iconic
In Your Eyes
piece of film, I feel like. Like people spoofed it all the time because it was just, it's going to live forever. You know what I mean?
And who knew?
Yeah, that movie was, that scene was just so huge.
It's like that scene we were talking about a couple weeks ago where the girl was around Super Bowl where she fakes the orgasm. In the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No, when Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, that. It's like that. It's like iconic. People spoofed it for years. Still do, I bet.
Yeah.
It's 1989. So that was just another one of those. What's the guy's name? Is that a John?
I
it's
don't-
Cameron Crowe. Right,
No,
right,
yeah,
that was a
but
Cameron Crowe
it was
movie.
definitely John Cusack was
Yeah.
had his day in that time.
He sure did.
Yeah, he was
That
cute
thing was-
but safe, you know.
And that movie, that song became a monster. In Your Eyes,
Yes.
was everywhere.
Yes.
My God, I always wonder like what it must feel like because we did something on the other show this morning with Van Halen, and it was and we don't usually talk about music all that often, but it was something. It was a top 10 list, and it was like off of their hits, like their biggest charting hits, and they had like one. They only had 4 top 10 singles, right? But when you have a song that is number one in every single form, you know, the ones that just cross over, and it starts off as a rock song, but it's so big that the top 40 stations can't deny it, and the hot AC stations are playing it, like Smooth from Santana.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that thing? Like
That was
I would
huge. You could
love to
not-
know.
yeah.
I would love to know how much money Carlos Santana off of just that one song.
There you go, asking about the money again. But yes.
How do you not? You're not curious? It's just like
Not even a little
because, well, I am. I always wonder. My next door neighbor, growing up, one of the guys that like got me listening to the music that I listened to for the most part. He was always in bands. At one point I was his like roadie guy.
Oh yeah.
When I was a kid, yeah.
Nice.
I'd go in and set up a drum kit and do all that kind of stuff. I just loved being around it. I had no musical talent. I just loved being around it. And I remember him saying, all it takes is one hit. All it takes is one hit and you're set for life. And it's true, but then there's hits and then there's Smooth from Santana and songs like that that just cross over into everything.
Yeah.
And I would love to know what that, like, can you really feed the next 3 generations of your family off of one song? You know?
And then and when you say it like that, and it's very, very, very true, and then think of the people who have multiple hits, like Mariah Carey with 19 number 1 hits. Like,
right.
Then that's not just one big thing. You have 18 others.
Right.
I don't know. That's
Yeah, and then there's you know the Taylor Swifts, and like if she doesn't ever perform again, you know she could probably take 10 songs, donate it to charity, and still feed the next 30 generations of Swifts off of the rest of the songs that she's had hits on.
Ugh. That's just, and I think maybe that's one of the reasons I just don't think about money or ask him how much, because it's just I'll never understand it. That's never going to happen to me. So like, why does it even matter? Like to me, my brain doesn't wrap around it.
Do you think you are afraid to dream big?
No.
For whatever reason?
No,
Like,
and me
what is
sitting
your-
here behind this mic right now proves completely different. I'm not. I had to, and you know part of my struggle of what it took for me to get here, and that's just part of it. That's not from the beginning. It's trust me, I had this big dream.
Right.
This is what I
But
wanted
in
to
the-
do with my job, and I'm doing.
in the grand scheme of things, like you just don't really you care zero about money and being comfortable and just not having to think about things. That blows me away.
I mean, I
blows me away.
care
I
about
just
money. I
don't.
have to pay my bills and stuff. I
I
absolutely
know, but
care
you
about
don't
money.
care about having extra. Like you don't. You're very.
I don't need
and
it.
I guess it's healthy. It's probably far more healthier than I am. Where like you dream about having enough. Right?
Listen, I think the things that I want are just different. Like we were talking about earlier about the houses and how when you said lottery house, you said bowling alley. My lottery dream house has nothing to do with that. My lottery dream house is like a 2-story condo. I don't need any more than that. So I think we just have different ideas of what we want.
Want and need are two totally different things. You're right. You don't need anything more than that. But you don't, never the dream of being somewhere, like having an ocean view and waking up and being able to have your coffee out there every morning. Like, that's not...
A fountain made out of water, White Claws and stuff.
Oh, okay, Garrett's getting closer.
Yeah. A White Claw tap machine and an outdoor kitchen around the pool.
Our dreams are different in that I love everything you said, an ocean view and going out there and whatever, but to me that would be something special. So I would want to live where I live.
But that's a dream.
No, but I'm saying, but that would be a dream vacation. And then I don't want that every day. I want to come back to my regular life and do this because I do like my job, and then have enough money to go do that whenever I want. That would be the kind of money I want. To honestly, and you're going to laugh, and I don't care, but if I could be let loose on this shoe site that I love, if I could just not look at a price tag and not have to wait for the clearance sale or whatever and just buy all the shoes that I wanted, that's what I would spend my money on.
That's cool.
And then a closet to put them all in. And that to me, I don't know if you've ever heard my voice this excited about something. I would, that's my dream. That's the dream. Oh, God.
Wouldn't you want like that and then like a theater where all your friends can come watch Bills game and it's all Bills decked out? Just everything?
I guess. But the shoes.
I would want a chef. That's my dream.
I would 100%. My wife and I had that conversation.
Yeah.
Last time we played the numbers and it was real big. You automatically start dreaming. As soon as you have a ticket in your hand.
Masseuse. I would totally pay a massage person on every single day. I would get a massage every day. And they'd get paid nicely. They'd pay they would get paid 6, as you guys like to say, 6 digits or what?
6 figures.
Figures. Because I would want them every single day.
At your beck and call. Yeah. But at a set time.
Yes. Oh, no,
so
no.
They
They're
can
not
still
at my
go
beck and
out.
call.
So they can still go out
and have a life, yes.
And go out and
Does it matter who's massaging you? Like, would you want some hot stud?
No.
Who's going to feel on you? Or just like anyone? It could be some big burly woman for all you care.
You know what I would do? And this would be what if I had a lot of money, and you're going to get annoyed with this, but I don't care. I would take the girl who I go to once every few months when I can afford it. She does a great job on my massages. I love her to death. I would let her not have to work there anymore, pay her the 6 figures where she could do whatever she wanted, and I would still have the same lady I know I like, and it would make her life better as well. That's a twofer right
masseuse
there.
slave, yeah.
No.
Yeah, masseuse slave.
But that would be nice for
Keep her in the quarters. Pull her out the basement when you need her. Stick her back in.
Something bad. It's a good, happy, good story. I would be so happy that
Get back in your dungeon. I mean, quarters.
I was like when Raj had the Korean exchange students. They weren't exchange students.
I don't want her to.
Wait, he had a Korean exchange student?
Yeah, when his daughters were in high school, they had there was Korean exchange students, and one ended up like having an eating disorder, had to go get sent back to Korea.
Oh man!
I love how
return back to center.
Yeah, we used to make fun of Raj because.
But I love how
broken merch.
You went all of America. What's more American family for them to go to than a wife and a husband and then 2 daughters and there's the dog Bella and it just God.
It's so funny. Roger had
you want the white bread American experience. You send them to Chateau Luce.
Yes.
He had to send them back. He's calling the people.
One of them had to go. Yeah, one of them had to get sent back. It was a whole.
Oh no! I've been poking it with a stick. Nothing seems to work. Can you take this back?
We were like, yeah, right. You didn't send it back. She's changed to the washing.
Did they blame Roger and his family for her eating disorder?
No,
White devils.
No.
Western civilization.
Trying to make them Americanized. Yeah.
Feeding too many hot dogs and meatloaf. They couldn't take it.
Well, Monica, I want you to have all the money in the world, starting with this $1,000.
Oh, no, you did. Hold on.
I did.
I wasn't even looking at the clock. I was, and then I wasn't.
Think about them shoes.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farrah and Farrah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarrahandFarrah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is...
Queen, as in Slay Queen.
Nope.
I said it.
Nope.
I sure did. Head to the 1025 The Bone app now. Enter the word Queen. You have till 12:30 for your shot to win $1,000 with the Bone Bonus. You go do that. I wish you the best of luck. Right now, we'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
.102.5 The Bone. where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone.
Ruck, run, or walk it at the 3rd Annual Sergeant Anthony Patrick Malstat's Defender Ruck on June 7th. Choose the 5K, 2.2-mile Ruck Walk, or go virtual. Every step supports military mental health and suicide prevention, plus music, food, raffles, and more. Sign up now at DefenderRuck.com and use the code THEBONE for $10 off.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Over 700 new Hyundais. Tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99. Do it signing.
Cat name mode for Crunch Fitness, where you can join now for $0 enrollment. Membership started at $9.99 a month. Go to crunch.com, where you can also find out about the tons of strength and cardio equipment, all cutting-edge machines to make you lean or pack on muscle for the upcoming summertime. $0 enrollment. How do you beat free? With membership starting again at $9.99 a month. With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Hurry, offer ends 4/30.
This April is your last chance to max your tax refund at Sun Toyota. Bring us your rebate and we'll double it up to $3,000. Then get 0% financing on select new Toyota trucks. Backed by a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Hurry in today or shop online at suntoyota.com. Because when you make it Sun Toyota,
we make it happen.
Sun Toyota.com. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Hey, it's Carmen from the Mike Calta Show, here to tell you about my favorite little mouth pouch, Tiza. Not only can it help you on your journey to quit smoking, vaping, or dipping, but if you're a chronic snacker like me, Tiza will help you put down the chips with an added bonus of giving you all the energy you need to get up and get moving. No nicotine, no tobacco, focused energy, long-lasting flavors, 0 calories. I mean, the list goes on and on. Tiza comes in a bunch of flavors too, but my personal favorite is the wintergreen. Tiza is a pouch of herbal tea designed to be placed in between your cheek and gum and is packed with tea-cut herbs, vitamin B, and caffeine, and was founded and formulated by a medical doctor. Find Tiza in selected 7-Elevens, Liquor Depot, and now in Walmart all over the Bay Area. Tiza. Why spit when you can swallow?
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast Card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
Hey, Brandon Rhymes here. Top 1% Realtor team, Keller Williams Realty. Buy, sell, or invest in real estate, commercial or residential. 813-917-1894. ConsumerQB.com. 917-1894. ConsumerQB.com.
The CDC recommends pneumococcal vaccination for all adults 50 years or older. Sandy Markwood, Chief Executive Officer of U.S. Aging, explains.
Pneumococcal vaccines are the best way to protect against serious pneumococcal infections like pneumonia, and vaccination for adults is recommended based on your age or if you have certain medical conditions. Adults 50 years or older are at increased risk for pneumococcal disease and should talk to a healthcare provider about getting a pneumococcal vaccine.
As people age, their immune response declines, leaving them more vulnerable to infections like pneumococcal pneumonia.
Vaccines to help prevent pneumococcal disease are recommended for all adults aged 50 and older, and you can get a pneumococcal vaccine at any time of the year. There is no out-of-pocket expense to you for a pneumococcal vaccine, whether you have private insurance, Medicaid, or Medicare.
To learn more about vaccines to protect against pneumococcal disease, visit yougotthis.usaging.org.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 1073 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go.
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this.
Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go.
Are you ready?
It's JP, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, 800-771-1025, Monica and Dizzy. As well as always, hour number 2, brought to you by JustCallMo.com, Tampa's injury attorneys. We'll get to that guy in the envelope in a few minutes. You guys remember a couple weeks ago, I told you they were doing sperm races?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember that whole thing? Well, it happened.
It's official?
It happened last weekend in L.A. And they took 2 college kids. One kid was from, this kid Tristan from USC. And another kid named Asher from UCLA. Now, the way the sperm races work,
I got Tristan so far.
I got not Bruins. I got the damn Trojans all day.
Okay. So if you remember the way, if you weren't listening, the way it was working is they were going to donate. They were both going to give a batch, right? And then there was these kind of courses that were built to mimic, I guess, the canal, the track that sperm would go through to reach their destination.
There was speculation that there were eggs at the end of said track, but we don't know for sure.
Right. And then they were doing camera setup. There was going to be full play-by-play, the whole deal. Well, it happened, and this kid, the kid from USC, is the big winner.
Yeah.
And it said the much anticipated battle for LA spunk supremacy went down in downtown LA last week. Tristan from USC, Asher from UCLA. They got the whole thing. It's on film, and I guess I don't know if they're going to put it on pay-per-view. I don't know what the plan is. But the race starts off, and Tristan and Asher's baby batter is making their way through the channel with ease until one of Tristan's swimmers just kind of takes off like Usain Bolt and just goes. And it says coming from behind and tears into the lead. Both competitors were standing in tubes during the event.
Oh.
Tristan and his squad went absolutely crazy after the win with confetti going all over the crowd. But over the loser, ready for this? They dropped a white liquid.
Good. It's the right thing to do.
The kid's award, the trophy, is a giant gold sperm. The whole deal. I think this says here, we caught up with Tristan after his decisive victory and got a good look at his golden sperm trophy. And while he's got jokes about how he's going to display his prize, Tristan adds that he wants to preach positivity. One of the central messages behind the race. The event also has a celebrity cameo with Ty Dolla $ign stepping on stage to serenade the crowd a little bit.
Sure.
I guess he had a song that he did with Kanye. It's a song he did. He said, we told you about the Yeah. It said, they spoke with organizers of the sperm race, Eric Zhu, and his startup squad, and they said that they wanted to put on a successful event to bring awareness and dropping the rate of the dropping rate of fertility in men And it looks like they've done just that. And it will not be the last of the great sperm races. This is the kind of entertainment that I think brings people together.
Oh, yeah.
I'd watch this. You'd watch this, Monica, and you know you'd watch this.
I think I would. I think it'd be funny.
How do you not? How do you not want to see what... none of us have really got to see what the baby batter's mission is. You know what I'm talking about? Like when they're released. Now, my only question is...
And they drew a crowd, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure there must have been big screens and all the other stuff.
They got people to come together.
There you go. Zing, zing. My only question is how did they release, 3, 2, 1, go? Now, we know when it's released from the body, there's some impact. You know what I'm saying? It's released with some power.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Once how did they release them to race? Were they released with the same amount of pressure that they would come out of the dude with? Or did they just open up a gate and the sperm just took off? I don't know. That's what they're not telling me
Maybe
here.
they
It's
chase
driving
some
me crazy.
Maybe like a squirt gun situation or something, you mean? Like where it's propelled?
Yeah. Some sort of load cannon, if you will.
Hey-oh.
Right?
Yeah. Listen, if it's going to catch on, then they need to get more, they got to, figure that stuff out and then make it go nationwide.
Are there rules to what you drinking a Red Bull before it happens? Is that considered juicing?
I don't know.
Or would that slow you down?
I don't know. I don't think you'd want to smoke. You'd want to smoke weed.
That's true.
You'd think you'd want to not do anything and touch yourself or touch anyone else for a week or something, right? And get it all.
People asking why I'm not smoking weed. I got the sperm race coming up. I want to be prepared.
Yeah.
Sperm race time. I want training for sperm race.
Yeah.
I want to put my best competitors out there.
Exactly.
I would totally love to see this. I would go. I would love to host it. I would love to. How great of a bone event would this be? How great of a bone event would this be?
I don't even. Oh my God.
It's true. It writes itself.
Right? Especially all the characters that call in. You got, Medicine Man goes up against.
Yeah. Love Tiger. Yeah, I get you.
Right.
But Love Tigers he's a virgin. He's always said he's a virgin. He won't confirm that he's not anymore, but I don't know who, maybe he did get laid. But I'm saying if you're a virgin, your sperm's got to be faster, right?
Yeah. Medicine Man's just one single itty-bitty drop chasing everyone.
It's a puff of smoke that comes out, and that's it.
Right. Powder.
It's gone.
Oh, no.
I was watching this female comic. I don't remember her name. But they were talking about, she's got a boyfriend. Her boyfriend now is older than she is, and he's got a vasectomy. And she wasn't sure what would happen when he finished. Would it be dust?
Oh, well, that's not, yeah.
The whole deal. What the hell was her name?
Kelsey
Cook. Kelsey Cook. That's her name. She's really good.
I got to be honest.
What?
If we were betting on bone personalities, my money's on Mo. This guy, for his age, that thing don't quit.
Yeah.
Right.
The 60-year-old sperm.
He's the Nick Cannon of our station.
Kind of is.
He's still firing off tons of live ammo. He works out. He takes care of his body.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm betting the over on Mo.
I have no live ammo. I can't even compete.
Oh, yeah. Well, hold on. Just because you still
No,
have
I don't. I have the
stuff.
I have the stuff. I have no swimmers.
Yeah. It's
But
just
then
sludge.
would it just liquid go slowly go
just a mudslide
Yeah.
slowly rolling
Right.
through the race on
Just slides
JP?
back,
Yeah.
or just it gets shot out and just stops.
The commentator. It's just standing there now.
Right.
Just stuck and dries up. Yeah, you lose miserably, sir.
Yeah. Been shooting blanks since 2008.
Why do I feel like Johnny B is a sleeper there? Why do I feel like
Might be.
Johnny B would have some sort of action?
Diz, you'd probably put up a good running.
We'll see. Yeah.
Oh, wait. No, you smoke too much weed.
No, but I told you I would train for this.
No, you wouldn't.
I trained for the punch out. I didn't smoke during the punch out.
I know you would train for the punch out because you were going to get punched in the face.
Yeah.
You're not going to train You're not going to stop smoking weed.
I'm gonna
for something like that.
You
You care about not getting punched in the face. You don't care if your sperm lose a race.
I want my thing to go down in history, in the annals of history.
Anals. Would it?
I'm gonna have this thing doing curls. If you know what I mean.
Would it matter? Would it matter who you went against? If you were teamed up, if there was a drawing of who went against whom in these races, would you? If you went against, let's say Mo, you're like, well, I'm just gonna lose this one anyway. I'm gonna keep smoking weed. Or if you went against like I said, Johnny B, maybe. I don't know. Is Ethan on this? Ethan's got a lot of kids.
I was gonna say if we're bringing in other personalities from other stations, probably Scotty. Because he does marathons.
Oh, yeah.
His sperm's on that journey. He's probably great at marathons and long distance running.
Yeah, they have a plan.
I lose to that.
They've been training for this their whole lives.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times they'll say that, like, black people are better athletes. Wouldn't it be great if, like, we did a tournament style?
Yeah.
You know, we had brackets. And, first, second, and third place with, like, 3 black guys was, like, Mo, Spike, and Dizzy.
And we just got on the podium, did the fist in the air. Like those,
yeah, you guys ended up winning the whole thing.
Just assuming Ian isn't on this nonsense too, right?
Like Ian can get in there.
Yeah.
He smokes a ton of weed too, though.
Yeah,
it slows things down, man. I'm telling you. And I don't think Ian is going to train.
What about Gio? I feel like Gio, because he's got kids. They
won't
active.
run to the stop sign, but they'll do this. But I'm faster than that. That's funny. Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah.
Well, no.
That Mike Calta and Gio were going to have a race to a stop sign at his house and see who's fastest.
Okay. This is the big weekend, right? The 2-bear 2K?
Yeah.
3-bear 2K, whatever it's called.
Yeah. I'm not going. I want to go, but I got.
Where is it?
It's at Ray J, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is they turned this into something, correct? This is a bigger race than a Bone event?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was never,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's their podcast thing, and then Mike's definitely a part of it now, though. Same with like Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I saw him calling out Jelly Roll yesterday on social media. I'm coming for you, Jelly Roll. I'm coming for you, Jelly Roll. Mike is gonna the exact same thing. As soon as I took my first 2 steps at a 5K, I'm like, what am I doing?
Still makes me laugh.
Like, this is stupid.
This sucks.
Keep going. This is awesome.
I did keep going. It was horrible.
It was awesome.
There are a few times, and I'm adding my mother's funeral in the mix.
Okay, come
where
on.
I was more miserable than when I took those first few steps in that 5K.
That's dramatic.
I
Okay.
immediately knew I made a mistake.
But hold on. But running is a mental game. Like, so if you counted yourself out after the first 3 steps, and of course it was miserable. If you would have went in it and kept going and be like, you know what, this isn't so bad. Right. It's a mental game.
I realized very quickly how much I hate running. I hate it. Again, it was because I was always used against me as punishment.
Oh, yeah.
With
That's
soccer.
That's a mental game too, then, yeah.
Go run. Go scratch your. I don't want to run. And here I am. I'm like, I volunteered. It's a Father's Day run for Chief Ray Downey. He died in 9/11.
Oh, well,
and this whole thing.
Yeah, that's a good
It was
cause.
great cause. I know the family and, raise a lot of money. But 3 steps in, I wanted to eat a bullet.
Did you run the whole thing or did you walk?
I ran the whole thing.
Look at, you see, looking.
I ran the
Why
whole
aren't you
thing.
looking at it like you're proud
With
of yourself
no-
for running
Yeah.
a 5K?
You said it like a joke, and you were like, "Oh, there's 9/11 hero."
Because I couldn't walk for 3 days.
Well, that's because you should have trained.
3 days. I went and did it with no training. I just I could do 3. I could do, what is it, 2 2 2/3 or 2 1/3?
It's 3.1 miles.
3.1, yeah. Yeah, no problem. 3 miles. I could do that. I could raw dog 3 miles, no problem.
I think it raw dogged you.
Sure did. It sure did. Twice that's happened to me. Once was that.
Why wouldn't you just learn your lesson?
Well, no. The other time was I decided to try Orange Theory.
Oh, I love Orange Theory. If it weren't so
Okay.
expensive,
Here's the
salespeople,
problem.
I would love
Here's
that.
the problem with that. There's a scoreboard.
Yes, that's exactly why I love it.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna win this. I'm not gonna be at the bottom of this nonsense.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
So I went in there, first day, never doing it before. I see a scoreboard. Now I'm like, I got to beat all these broads.
Women.
It was a room full of chicks.
Women.
And I think maybe women. One dude. But in my mind, I'm like, I have to beat everybody here. I have to win.
I understand.
And I did.
Good. That's awesome.
However, my body was like, dude, what are you? No. And gave out. I couldn't walk.
How long ago was this? Like last year or like 5 years ago? Or
5 years is probably right. 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because I'm just going to go ahead and take my little I win moment against you. Because when before I lived, so like 6 years, I want to say ago. So maybe right around the same age as we were. I had like the free trial thingy or whatever. So I went to go. I had no idea. I had no idea what to expect. And then I saw the scoreboard like you, and I'm like, well, I can't lose this. So I did it. I can't listen. In my defense, I did come in second. I did not come in first. However, completely fine the next day with zero.
Yeah, because you run.
My point is, get in better shape.
Well, I don't run. I can't.
You don't have to run to be in good shape. Like there was weights they were doing.
That wasn't the problem. It was the only part of my body that didn't work the next day were my legs.
Oh, you just
from my back down because of my back.
Yeah, you just don't.
Because of my back. The lifting part wasn't the problem. Like the rowing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. That wasn't the problem. It was the goddamn running. And I took off like a bat out of hell, and I'm like, I gotta beat everybody, and blah blah blah. And I got my.
I gotta
ass
respect the mindset, though. Listen. I'm sorry that you were sore, but you had to win. Like you had.
Yeah.
You weren't gonna lose.
Right. Oh, I lost. I won, but I lost. Oh, I lost. That was awful.
I love Orange Theory, and I would like to do it. It's just a tad out of my price range. Maybe that's what I would do if I had money.
It's a good workout.
It really is.
It definitely is a good workout, but yeah. The scoreboard destroyed me. If there was no scoreboard, I would have been fine.
That's the whole point of that's the whole Orange Theory. You got to stay in the orange.
I know. Well, no, you have to stay in the orange for yourself. You don't have to compete against everybody around you.
I don't understand what you're saying right now, sir.
Exactly. Well, that's what I didn't understand either. Everybody else seemed to get it.
Nope.
They know that this is about their performance, not the performance of the people around them.
Must win.
And I'm like, no, you all have to die. All of you. All right, I got a dead guy in the envelope. He is a dude that you know from television. And I will tell you, you know him from one show. And one show only. Monifa.
Okay, is he an actor?
No. Ooh. No. Diz.
Was he the main writer of that one show?
No. No, he wasn't the writer, but he was definitely part of one show, and he was not an actor. 800-771-1025. Don't ask me about movies. Don't ask me about any of that. You know this guy from one show on television, and that is it. Some news stories here and there later on, but this guy made his name from doing one television show. 800-771-1025. It's that guy in the envelope, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Mom and Dad seemed different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 30% off, plus kids sale free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Pollen season is here, and the only way to ensure that your car is truly clean every day is the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash. With locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and a new location in Palm Harbor, you'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
If you've been hurt in an accident, call Bernetti PA. We make it easy. In fact, you can hire us by phone, over the internet, or we'll come to you. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
For decades, Camtech School of Construction has been the leader in preparing thousands of people to advance their career as a licensed contractor. Join Camtech's free info seminar this Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Tampa AC Hotel by Marriott, 4020 West Boy Scout Boulevard, 1-800-875-PASS, camtechschool.com.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me. Your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television. For going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and it's a jaw-dropping spectacle raves USA Today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. April 29th through May 4th at Straz Center. Get your tickets yesterday at strazcenter.org.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRAVEL to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRAVEL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRAVEL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
For pure safety and total clean, call Zerorez. Right now, get 3 for the price of 2. That's 3 rooms of carpet clean, but only pay for 2 when you mention me, Mike Calta. Secure this deal today. Book online at ZerorezTampaBay.com.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's Dead Guy in the Envelope, 105 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. It's brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. I gave you the clues. You got a guy you know from television. You know this dude from one television show, and he was not an actor. And Diz asked if he was the lead writer on that show. He was not the lead writer, but he was on one television show. Nothing to do with movies. All right? Now all you got to do is ask yes or no questions. You ask, you get a yes. You go again, you get a no. We go on to the next caller. You put all the clues together, and then once we figure it out, you will have a winner. What we got here? Let's go with Nicole on line 1. Go ahead, Nicole.
Did he die in 2023?
No. He did not die in 2023. Sadra on line 2.
Was he a game show host?
He was not a game show host. Robert, line 3.
Was the show Star Trek?
No. Mike on line 4.
Was he on The Tonight Show?
No. Sam, line 5.
Hey, I love the show. Proud to be
Thank
a Monican. Was the guy on Saturday Night Live?
Was not on Saturday Night Live.
I like that.
What did he say?
Proud
Stop
to be
being
a Monican.
proud to be a Monican?
I love that so much.
I'm sure you do. Dave on it sounds like a bumper sticker or a t-shirt or something.
Yeah.
Dave, line 6.
Hey, how's it going? Was he a talk show host?
No. Not a talk show host. Mark, line 1.
Hey, what's up, guys? Was it a fitness show?
A what?
A fitness show?
No.
What do you say, Sigma?
No, fitness.
Oh, fitness.
Fitness, not a fitness show.
Fitness nuts. I didn't do that well. My bad.
Fitting these nuts. Colleen, line 2.
Well, I was going to ask if he was a host, so if I can change my answer, did he play on Friends?
No. No, you don't know this guy is an actor. He was on a TV show, but he was not an actor. Mark, line 3.
Hey, guys. I was going to ask if he was on a game show, but was this show popular in the 70s?
No. Robert, line 4.
Did he have something to do with animals?
Nothing to do with
Did he
animals.
have something to do with animals?
Nothing to do with animals. Steve, line 5.
Did it have to do with music?
No. No.
Was it news? Was it a news thingy?
It was not a news thing. Not a news show.
There's literally nothing else, so this is a lie.
Oh, yes, there is. Oh, yes, there is.
I have a whole list of knots here.
Mike, line 1.
Hi, was he on The Twilight Zone?
Nope. Scott, line 2.
Was he an African American gentleman?
No. No. Kyle, line 3.
Hey, guys, was the show about science and outer space?
Nope.
Was he American?
No, he was not American either. He was not. Rick,
Is he
line
made
4.
up?
Is he made of clay? Because none of this is true.
Watch. Just patience, young grasshopper.
I got nothing.
Watch what happens. You, of all people, will appreciate this. Rick, line 4.
Yeah, was he on an action TV show?
No. Joe, line 6.
Was the show sports related?
Nope. John, line 1. Mary
You're right,
on line-
John. You're right.
Mary on line 2.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Was he on a talk show?
No. No.
Everything.
Okay.
That's literally everything.
Right. But what type of television could we be talking about here?
Oh.
Oh.
Was it a reality show?
Yeah.
Oh. There was literally anything else. Okay.
Oh, Matt, line 3.
Matt's gone. Sorry.
Matt's gone. Monica, give us the nerd notes, please.
Literally crossing them out. Okay, hang on. I'm so happy right now. It was nothing. Reality show. Just think of reality show. You only know him from one show. He's not American. He's not black. The show was not popular in the 1970s. The one show that you know him from, it's not music related either. And the other ones are just, it's reality show TV, so we know that. Yeah.
Reality show. This guy is not an American guy. And he's not a black guy. And he's not a white guy. There's a little hint for you. He wasn't a white guy either.
There's nothing else. I'm kidding. Joking.
Drew, line 1.
Hey, was he on infomercials?
No. No. Stick to reality TV. Stick to reality TV.
Did the show take place in America?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Mark, line 2.
Did he do any radio?
No. Laney, line 4.
Did he have a show about rich people?
Nope. Nope. Kathy, line 5.
Was he famous for infomercials?
No, he was not famous for infomercials.
What about infomercials?
No, reality television show. One show. And then the dude, after the reality show, he got himself a bunch of fame. He had some fame. Did a lot of speaking. He did a lot of speaking, like public speaking kind of stuff. Bill, line 1.
Hey, JP, does this gentleman have a big giant afro?
No.
But he said afro.
No big giant afro. Kyle, line 2.
I think I'm off on this, but did he host Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous?
No. This guy was not the host. He was a participant on a reality television show.
He was a participant, so he didn't host it or anything.
He didn't host it. He wasn't like the host of the show. He was on the show.
Okay, so just to recap, because
Come on, Monica. I'm telling you, I'm in your wheelhouse.
I know. That's why I'm like, okay, I feel like I should know this. He was not American, not black, not white, who was a participant on a reality TV show that took place in America.
Phil, line 3. Go ahead, Phil.
Hello?
Hey, man. What do you got?
Was the TV show based off of MTV?
Yes.
Oh, this is my wheelhouse.
Did he pass away from AIDS?
Yes.
Oh.
And I just remembered his name and I lost it.
Oh.
You serious?
I'm serious. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh,
he had a male partner on the show. It was on the second season.
I need a name.
Lived in Miami.
I need a name. In 3.
San Francisco was the show.
2.
Isaac.
No,
it's not Isaac. Sorry.
What?
Brett, line 1.
This is a cold cut situation, sir.
Was there a guy on the show named Puck?
Yes.
Hey.
Is it Pedro Zamora?
Pedro Zamora is the dead guy in the envelope. Yeah, he was the gay Cuban guy on Real World San Francisco. And him and Puck would go out all the time because Puck would pretty much pick his nose and then use his fingers in the peanut butter jar.
Yeah, he did snot rockets like it was his job.
Right. And Pedro ended up, he was gay. He ended up having AIDS, and he was
living with AIDS. He was the first time he said living with AIDS, not dying of it.
Yep. He was a big spokesperson for AIDS and AIDS awareness and all that stuff. Congratulations. You are a winner. What can we get you today? How about do your choice? Rays against the Royals tomorrow night at Steinbrenner Field. You got Sasanta, which is Primus with Pussifer and a Perfect Circle, or Mike Campbell from Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers Band and the Dirty Knobs. Which would you like at Ruth Eckerd?
I'll do the Thunder, please.
The who?
The Thunder.
No.
The second one you said.
That wasn't an offer.
Pussifer. Yeah.
No. Oh, Pussifer.
Yeah. No, but all of it. One of the bands when there was Thunder, right? Or no?
No. Primus with Pussifer and a Perfect Circle.
Yeah, Primus.
That's what you want? Okay, cool. There you go. You got a pair of tickets for that. Hold on. Congratulations. Pedro Zamora, dead guy in the envelope. Real World, San Francisco. Congratulations. All right, we got a few minutes left. Take a break. Come back. Try to make you laugh a little bit, and then hand off the baton to Mr. John Senning. It's JP, 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. NASCAR lives right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm.
This week, it's the NCS Worth 400 at Texas Motor Speedway. Coverage starts at 2:30 p.m. with the race starting at 3:30.
Race days Sundays, where NASCAR lives in Tampa Bay. Right here on 102.5 The Bone. Sponsored by Jerry Ohm Jeep Ram. #1 in the country.
Great Scott! Back to the Future is now on stage, and it's a jaw-dropping spectacle raves USA today. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're going to see some serious entertainment. April 29th through May 4th at Straz Center. Get your tickets yesterday at strazcenter.org.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Bolts Nation, get ready to be the Thunder for the 2025 playoffs presented by Advent Health. Tickets for Game 5 against the Florida Panthers tomorrow night are on sale now. To secure your tickets and everything Lightning playoffs, visit TampaBayLightning.com/2025 playoffs.
Take advantage of the Freedom of Choice pricing event at Jerry Ohm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. 1,000 new vehicles in stock with 0 down, 0% APR, and 0 payments for 90 days. At the #1 Ram dealer in the U.S., JerryOhm.com. 1-800-840-0798 for complete details.
If you're thinking about selling your home, what is keeping you up at night worried? Will I sell it on time? Will I leave money on the table? What if I can't find a home after I sell my home? Jeff Borum of Team Borum with eXp Realty has the solutions for all of those worries. Leave the worry to Jeff. Google Team Borum or go online to jeffborum.com. That's jeffborum.com and start packing.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Running a fleet is expensive. So what happens when you cut the fuel bill by 10% with a Coast Fleet Card?
We're saving money and time, which means we're able to take better care of all of our vehicles and our techs, plus our bottom line. Coast has been a real game changer for us.
With Coast, you get smarter spending, stronger security, and real support when you need it. Set spending limits, track purchases in real time, and stop unauthorized transactions before they happen. Coast works anywhere Visa is accepted, so you're not limited to overpriced or out-of-the-way gas stations.
The customer service is way above the company that we used before. Along with the extra security, it's worth saying again, total game changer for us.
Go to coastpay.com/news and learn how to save an average of 10% on your fuel bill with Coast. That's coastpay.com/news to save 10% on fuel with Coast. coastpay.com/NEWS.
Coast card products are issued by Celtic Bank. All card accounts are subject to credit approval. Actual savings may vary. See terms at coastpay.com. The spokesperson and characters in this ad are actor portrayals.
It's Jeff Jr. from Trajan Wealth, and I've got something important to talk to you about, your 401k. If you have changed jobs, there are two very important considerations. You don't want to leave your 401k behind, and you don't want to roll it over into your new company plan without consulting Trajan Wealth first. 401ks will often have limited investments or age-based options. Since companies have to make choices to suit all employees, they may not be suited to you, which could cost you fees and money. When you roll over your 401k into an IRA, you not only keep your money growing tax deferred, but you also gain access to a world of investment options specifically designed for you. Trajan Wealth and our fiduciary advisors have helped thousands, and we can do the same for you. Call Trajan today at 813-550-1000. That's 813-550-1000.
Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
My whole identity had been wrapped up in being a soldier. To have that so violently ripped from me when I was wounded, I was lost for a very long time. When Wounded Warrior Project came into my life, being around the other warriors, people that had similar experiences that I did, it was a game changer for me. Having King join the group, that was the beginning of a really good friendship. It's a good time.
I first heard about Wounded Warrior Project through CQ. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I qualify. But having been a part of it, it's kind of taught me that it's not just the wounds that you can see, but it's those that you can't.
When you do something like a peer support group with Wounded Warrior Project and come together from different walks of life, man, the growth is incredible. If not for Wounded Warrior Project, I really don't think that I'd be here today.
See how we help warriors combat stigma at woundedwarriorproject.org/combat stigma.
It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. The Bolts are back in the playoffs. Tomorrow night, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Amalie Arena to take on the Florida Panthers. The game starts at 7:30. Don't miss a single game. Listen to every Lightning game all season right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey. And now, back to JP.
It's JP 102.5 The Bones. Real Raw Radio. What?
This is probably my second favorite, if not top favorite, LL.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. This is it. I don't care what you say.
He's ugly.
Okay, he's ugly.
Yeah.
He's hot. He's just sexy, and there's no way around it. And I don't care. Mock him for his lip licking.
I don't mock him for anything.
He can lick any lips.
Not to his
face.
That's doing it right. I told you the story when we were in. I was in a Bennigan's, and LL Cool J was in there because he's from. He always says Queens, but he grew it bounced around between on Long Island and in Queens.
Get out.
And in the town, there's a town next to where I grew up. It's called North Babylon. There was a Bennigan's there, and he'd be there every once in a blue moon. I've seen him there a couple of times, but then one time he was walking out, and my buddy Chris just turns around and goes, "Yo, later, L." I'm like, as he was leaving, I'm like, "No, you didn't."
No.
No,
Yo,
you
later,
didn't.
L.
You big dummy.
That's hilarious.
Yo, later, L.
What does L do as a response?
He just he threw a peace sign, and that was the end of that. He just walked out with the hot chick that he was with and called it a day.
Oh, he's with a hot chick? Shocker.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, speaking of things I love.
What? Speaking of shockers?
Speaking of shocker knockers. I can't believe, did I tell you about the Duck Donuts experience? And yes, it was an
you
experience.
went?
I
Did you go?
I literally went. Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is Duck Donuts? The thing JP was clamoring about.
Yes, and I was like, okay, and I'm not a big sweets person, but okay, I'll try it because it was literally in the plaza that I was going to anyway. So I did that first and foremost. I was actually on Facebook Live, but I don't like to post those, so I just deleted it. But anyway, can I just tell you right now? Okay, first of all, super nice staff, incredibly friendly staff. It's a very small place. I don't know if they're all small, but
yeah.
Yeah,
no, it's not big. You just have a counter. You have a counter, and then they'll take your order, and then right next to you, they have all the stuff for the donuts. They put it in the fryer, and they hand it to you.
Yes, and it's a little tiny fryer, so it's not like they're cooking batches and batches of donuts. It's it's right when I was there, so they had a whole list, and you know how picky I am, and it's either got to have it's always got to have some one bad thing on it. I'm like, I'm not going to like any of these. And then he busted out with the lemon glaze type of thing, and then raspberry drizzle on top of it.
But you picked it and they made it for you, right?
Yes. So that's he was like, and I was telling him how, because I was kind of picky. I was like, I don't know. So he suggested that one. He said it was his favorite. Then I literally watched him walk over to the fryer, literally right there, make the donut, and then dip it, hand dip it into the thing, and then drizzle the raspberry sauce on. Then he put it in a little box and he gives it to me, and I'm like, okay. And first of all, I wasn't thinking because I just went to go pick it up. And they're like, oh, yeah, they're like, hey, there's they had utensils of some sort over there, and I was like, no, I'm good. And I was like, yes, I do need those utensils. Right. So it was really hot, and it melted in my mouth unbelievably good.
Where's Brett when I need him? Damn it. That was a great clip. That would have lived on forever.
And, okay, so you guys, I think I was telling you, I'm like, sweets last me. Like that Wendy's Frosty I just finished yesterday, and I got it 2 Fridays ago. stuff lasts forever. I don't eat a lot. I want a couple of bites and I'm done. So in my head, it was so good.
It's a donut. How long did a donut possibly
It was
last
a
you?
couple. I took 2 bites, which I normally wouldn't even do that because it was so good. I think I took 3 bites, and then I went home. I'm like, this will last me all weekend. This is going to be good. I ate it later that night, the whole thing. It
called you, right?
It was so good.
It called you.
Oh, man, it was so good.
But it wasn't as good as when you ate it when it was hot.
I don't know, man. Listen, was it different? Yes. And the hot was definitely better, but it was not. It was almost just as good. It's just that it wasn't hot. Like, it was just, what is it? What are they putting in that dough? What are they putting in that? Oh.
Crack.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
So you want to know what? Now I'm like, I want to go and get like half dozen. Like one is not enough for me.
Eat it in a whole 2 months. Yeah.
Yeah, go get it, fatty.
I feel like there needs to be an occasion so I can bring a dozen donuts of those donuts because they were so good.
Yeah, it's called Dizzy's birthday. Go get it.
Oh yeah, that would have been perfect. I would have bought 6. You
She's
get
like,
one.
Yeah, well, next year.
Yeah.
I'll remember. You know what? Today is one of my niece's birthdays, so I don't know how I didn't remember that it was yours, but I have to mental note that. But yeah, if nobody's had a duck donut and you find one, even if you pass one and you're not even planning
It's by
on
your
going
house,
there.
right? The place is by.
Yeah,
by
it's
your
right.
house?
It's right in the plaza of on Ehrlich and Beers.
Well, here's what I would say. Here's what I would say to do. I would say, should you so choose, on a day where maybe you're not doing traffic in the morning, stop in and pick some donuts up and give it to the masses. JoJo, I'm sure, would love a donut.
Oh yeah.
Dizzy would love a donut.
But here's
And
my
you're-
problem with
you're sharing joy
yeah, except for
amongst the masses.
I'm gonna get 6 and like I want 5 or 4.
Yeah.
You don't want to share. It's horrible, selfish.
Go get it. Tons of fun.
That was exactly. I cannot be doing that all the time. But I got to tell you, my only thing that'll help me too is that they do have unbelievable combinations. They do. I'm just really picky. Like I don't want Oreos on my G-Darn donut, and I don't want I don't like maple and all of this other stuff they have.
The
on
maple
there.
bacon's a winner.
But
That's all right. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed duck donuts.
thank you for that suggestion, sir.
Can I turn you on to something else that
Please, I
I'm not
trust you
getting
now.
paid for? But this is a. Have you guys tried NeuroGum?
No.
Have you ever heard of it? Either one of you ever heard of it?
No.
One of the girls that works, she does traffic on the other station, turned me on to it a couple months ago, and I started bringing it. I brought a big bag of it to the house. It's just gum, but it's got this stuff called L-theanine in it.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, I just feel like you feel sharp. You start chewing the gum. It's got caffeine, not a lot. It's got like a cup of coffee's worth of caffeine, and this L-theanine and B vitamins, and energy through the roof, but not shaky at all.
Wow.
And focus and being able to pay attention and keep my mind on things.
He was cracking that.
Right. And then so I handed it to my son. I said, do me a favor, try this out in school or whatever it was. Now he won't go to lacrosse practice without it.
There's no
much rather
addiction
him I'd much rather him do this, than the energy drinks that they're whacking back like crazy.
I don't know, but you don't know what is this American, whatever you said it was.
These guys were on Shark Tank.
Oh.
And they didn't get a deal because they wouldn't settle. Mark Cuban was trying to.
What just happened, dog?
What happened?
When you put it on, it's so crooked.
I just hit the microphone. I'm sorry.
No. I can't
What?
take you serious right now.
Why? My glasses?
Yeah.
This is real. This is life, bro.
But why are they at the tip of your nose and stuff? Like, why are you wearing them like Santa Claus?
Yeah, like Morpheus in Matrix.
Because they go in the back.
You look like
the
you're
camera.
gonna offer me a blue or red pill.
They go in the case on my cell phone.
Oh yeah, I do remember you showing that off.
And I bust them out of there. Yeah. So I don't really wear a set of glasses. They're just on the back. But yeah, I don't know. I give it a shot. This NeuroGun's pretty good. I'm not making a dime off of that. But we gotta go. We gotta go hand it off.
Oh
hand
yeah.
Off the, what, Monica? Go ahead, quick.
No, when you said gum and different types of gum, remember Gatorade gum? It was green.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to be like refreshing too. I don't know. I look at the ingredients in your NeuroGum because it makes me nervous. Is all I'm saying.
No, don't be nervous. It's excellent.
Okay.
It really is. Try it. Mm-hmm. You're not going to try it.
Nope.
All right. That's okay. I don't care. All I know is I feel amazing, and maybe other people feel amazing too. That's all that really
That's nice
matters.
of you to spread the love.
It's one, listen, if it's something I think is really good, I'll share it with people.
Duck
I don't need to.
Donuts.
Dunk Donuts. There you go. All right. Happy birthday, Diz.
Appreciate it.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Sending's in next. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 11. Bolts tickets at 11:40. Have a great day. Bye.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Set the date. Barbecue Love Fest is Saturday, May 3rd at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Your ticket for this all-day celebration of barbecue includes barbecue samples from 20-plus cook teams, 7-plus renowned pitmasters from across the nation, and live music. The Bone and the Mike Calta Show have your tickets. Listen to win or buy your tickets now at bbqlovefest.com.
When it really matters, choose Farrah and Farrah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Cat named Mo saying it's time to spring into strength at Crunch Fitness. See what I did there? And now is the perfect time with $0 enrollment and membership starting at $9.99. Go to crunch.com where you can find out about the HIT classes, high-intensity interval training for heart-pumping team-based workouts. They also have certified personal trainers. Mine is Jacob out at Carewood. Create the perfect program to help you reach your goal. With nearly 500 locations nationwide, you will have no trouble finding a convenient gym close by. Go to crunch.com for the location nearest you and get crunched. Offer ends 4:30.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Have you ever taken your family to dinner and been shocked at how expensive the bill was? Or gone to the doctor and been surprised by a large bill that was sent to you later in the mail? There is over $22 trillion in U.S. tax-deferred retirement accounts like the IRA and 401k. So do you know how much you will owe in taxes on those accounts in the future? Hi, I'm Rebecca Walser, principal of Walser Wealth Management and a tax attorney. And right now I want you to think about how much you've saved in your own deferred retirement accounts, whether it's $250,000 or more. Guess what? That is not all of your money. You will have to pay those taxes in retirement as you withdraw it when you have no income. At Walser Wealth, we created a retirement tax bill calculator to show you what you will pay in future taxes on your accounts, and it's free for you to use. Go to mytaxtest.com. Knowledge is only power when it's followed by action. Knowing your future taxes, we can show you strategies that might help you lower them and lower your tax burden overall in the future. For now, use our free tax calculator, mytaxtest.com, mytaxtest.com.
Over 700 new Hyundais, tariff-free at Crown Hyundai. Get financing as low as 0%, buy with zero down, or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All are backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service. Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95. Do it signing.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me, your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television, for going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
For pure safety and total clean, call Zerorez. Right now, get 3 for the price of 2. That's 3 rooms of carpet clean, but only pay for 2 when you mention me, Mike Calta. Secure this deal today. Book online at ZerorezTampaBay.com.
One of the things with running is I want to enjoy the run, but I never made it very far because the arches in my feet just killed me. So when I got to the end of my rope and I said I have to do something to get rid of the pain, and a couple people recommended the Good Feet store to me, I loved how I could go in and get a free personalized arch support fitting. They put that time, that work, that effort into helping you find the right arch supports. And you can walk around the store with these in your shoes and try them out before you purchase them. So after I got my arch supports, the arches at my feet stopped hurting and the pain instantly, literally instantly went away. So if you have pain, go. Find a good feet store and go. There is an answer. Find the simple solution that will get rid of your pain. I'm Rondi, and that's my Good Feet story.
See how Good Feet arch supports work for you before you buy with a free fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Visit any of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota, and at goodfeet.com.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete.